Okay. So I've never got a consensus answer for this. I've gotten different answers. I'll hear a couple college guys go, no, that's a balk. And then I'll hear other college guys go, no, it's not a balk. I do have contact with one former Major League umpire. He said, no, looks legal. Didn't look like he moved to the plate. Or to the plate, yeah. Because I've heard people say, well, as soon as he lifts his leg, he's committed to the plate. So does that mean that he can lift his leg and not be able to pick off to third? Because as soon as he lifts his leg, he's committed to the plate. Or as soon as he lifts his knee, he can't do an inside move to second because he's committed? Well, if you say it's only with a runner on first, now it's conditional as to when the knee lift is and isn't committing to the plate. Because if you say he's committed to the plate, it's got to be committing to the plate no matter how many runners are on base and what bases they're at. Second thing, his foot never moves forward. Okay, yes, his knee spins around to throw to first, but your knee spins around when you go glove side to second without stepping off. And no, you're not required to either step off or go inside move. You can turn glove side and throw to second. So his knee's turning, that's not anything either. His foot goes up and he almost kicks his back knee, so it never goes forward. You can see his foot almost kicking himself in the back leg, and then he steps to first. So he has gained distance and he has gained direction to the base that he was throwing to. And he's never moved forward, which would commit him to the plate. Again, this looks so weird. It looks like one of those things where you're... I guess I would compare it to the first time I ever heard that you can't throw it to an unoccupied base except for the purpose of making a play. That same kind of aha moment. He's not committed to the plate by moving forward. He's not committed to the plate by moving forward. He stepped directly to the base that he was throwing to, gaining distance and direction. Another thing that I heard was, well, he's got to disengage or jump turn to first. That's not true either. There's no rule that says you have to disengage or do a jump. It says you can do a jump turn, but it doesn't say you have to or disengage. And there's no difference in any of the balk rules between a right-handed or left-handed pitcher. In fact, it's so weird. One of the rules when it talks about your free foot going past the rubber, the rule says if a right-handed pitcher or a left-handed pitcher, as if there's a third option. But that's the only time it ever talks about righty or lefty. It mentions both. So unless there's a third option that I don't know about, there is no differentiation of any balk rule that determines that says, well, a right-handed pitcher can do this and a left-handed pitcher can do this. So that's where I'm at. I want to call this a balk. Seriously, I'm looking for ways to go. This is a balk, but I can't. Someone else even posted that. Yeah, I asked some college guys, if this is a balk, and they said, oh yeah, it's a balk, but they couldn't really tell me why. And that's where I'm at. I want to call this. Can't give you a good reason to call it though.